of Naval Ravikant called Almanac, right? Which we are going to read further, right? So basically, from today, we are going to start live every single day so that we can improve our vocabulary and overall our communication, right? English speaking as well. So we have left from here. Specific knowledge is found by pursuing your genuine curiosity and passion rather than whatever is hot right now. So basically what he's saying that specific knowledge is found by pursuing genuine curiosity, right? Rather than whatever is hot right now. So basically, what is the specific knowledge? Basically, whatever your genuine curiosity. For example, talking about myself, I have genuine curiosity of making content. Right, I started creating content, and then I have genuine curiosity of editing videos. So I started that, and now I'm doing engineering, and I'm third year. Right, I started learning web development. Right, so basically these are the basically combinations, right, which will basically build a specific knowledge bit which not everyone can have, right? Maybe someone can gain just one skill of mine but not the experiences, not the way I have learned, right? So that is called the specific knowledge which basically differentiate you from others, right? So when a specific knowledge is taught, it's through apprenticeships, not schools. Specific knowledge is often highly technical or creative. It can't be outsourced or automated. That is true. Embrace accountability. Take business risks under your own name. Society will reward you with the responsibility, equity, and leverage. Give me a lever long enough and place to stand. I will move the earth. Fortunates requires leverage. Business leverage comes from the capital, people, products with no marginal cost of replication. Capital means money. To raise money, apply your specific knowledge with accountability and so resulting good judgment. Labor means people working for you. It's oldest and most fought over the form of leverage. Labor leverage will impress your parents, but don't waste your life chasing it. Capital and labor are permissioned leverage. Everyone is chasing capital, but someone has to give it to you. Everyone is trying to lead, someone has to follow you. Code and media are permissionless leverage. They are leverage behind the newly rich. You can create software media that works for you while you sleep. So that is very good example. So basically leverage, right? There are two kind of leverage, right? One, we have old generation leverage, right? For example, if you have business, you hire employees, right? So these are the people leverage, right? This is very you can basically impress your parents, but that's like because every human being has a different insecurities, different life experiences, so managing the people is very difficult thing, right? So basically code and media, these are the two things which have the strong leverage, right? Because once you write the code, once you make the website, then you don't need to like, you just need to fix the bugs, right? The website will keep in the working in the internet, right? And same as the making videos, right? For example, if once you created the video, then it will be always on the internet, right? You don't need to work again and again, right? So it's just one time you have to put the work, at least for the one video, right? So that will be always like, for example, there are a lot of youtubers who may make videos 6 months ago, but still they are being paid of that video because now that is getting views, right? So these are the two leverage which is better than the older leverage, right? Leverage is force multiplier of your judgment. Judgment requires experience but can't build faster by learning can be built faster by learning foundational skills. Okay, I think this is good. Now I think I can put it here so that I have not need to. Yes, put it here, right? Not. Okay. That sound, that's very very okay. Good to go, I guess. So we are going to read the psychology of money, right? uh, yeah, let's go. So today we will read the first chapter. What is the first chapter? Luck and risk. This is not. Okay, so we are going to read the psychology of money. The first chapter is no one's crazy. Your personal experience with the money make up maybe 0.00001% of what's happened in the world, but maybe 80% of how you think the world works, right? Let me tell you about a problem. It might make you feel better, but feel better about what you do with your money and less judgmental about what other people do with theirs. People do some crazy things with money, but no one is crazy. Here's the thing: people from different generations, raised by different parents who earn different incomes and held different, experiencing different job markets with different incentives and different degrees of luck, learn very different lessons. Everyone has their own unique experience with how the world works. So what basically he's saying, that whenever we see someone and if we have the financial knowledge, then we start judging them that why he's making the stupid financial decision. For example, a lot of people buy very expensive cars, right? So that is, according to me, is not very good decision, because the depreciation value of the car is very high, right? I mean, the car that you will buy in 20 lakh will be worth 8 lakh or 10 lakh in just next 4 to 5 years, right? Even less than that. So basically that depreciation value is very high of the cars and all. So I guess we can buy second hand something, don't need to invest that much amount of money there, right? So yeah, but when we are judging that they are making a bad financial decision, I guess we are wrong here, because they have different experiences, they have different parents, they have different environments. So according to them, they are making right choices, right? For example, India is very status driven society, right? This is not very wealth driven society, right? For example, US and all these country are very wealth driven, right? But India is very status driven. Here people care a lot about their image, right? So they live more, like in India basically people spend their life just showing off to the society, just like they care a lot about what other people think about themselves, right? What their image in the society was, the state, their status hierarchy in the society, right? Well, in the US people don't give a damn, they live very independent, right? They are, next people don't care about the other, right? But here people don't think like that. So basically, if you want to be actually wealthy, then you have to drop this mindset of status driven, right? You don't care about what people, other people think about you. You just need to care what you actually are, right? How you actually feel when you see in front of mirror yourself, right? When you stand in front of mirror, how do you feel about yourself? That's what define you, not the people who, not the society, not the anyone else, right? And when you actually understand this, not theoretically but actually, you stop expending like a lot of money into like wasteful things. Like for example, one of the person which I really like inspire is the Arjit Singh, right? I mean, he's a like India number one singer, right? And still he has all the money. So first what you need is good amount of money, so that you like financially free, right? But then if you see his living, he is living in a blaze, his own hometown, right? He can live anywhere in the world, right? But he choose to live in his village, right? Where he basically created a studio, right? People come to him, right, to meet him. I mean, that is kind of talent we need to build in themselves. That kind of skill we need to build in ourselves, right? So people come to us, we don't need to come to them, right? Go to them, right? So basically, Arjit Singh, who basically lives in the village, who have all the fame, all the money, but lives very simple life. He go out with the scooty. Why? Why do you think? Do you have seen any celebrity like that? Why? Because he understand one very basic thing, that have a like makes, like he charges 2 crore for 1 hour event, right? So he made he deserved that, right? So basically, you if you are actually wanted to be rich, you need to maximize your earnings and minimize your expenses, right, as much as you can. People in India mostly do opposite. Their income increases, their expenses also increases, right? Because they want to prove the society that, see, I'm successful. They want that. So Here basically that is the thing which I learned from Arjit Singh, that I need to basically make a lot of money but need to live very simple life, and actually spend my life being so good at my work, right? I mean whatever I'm doing, and I want to make enough money so that I can like spend my rest of the life working on the things which I love, right? Without caring about the money. For example, if I wanted to make any short documentary, I can. I don't need to money for that, right? Hello, bro. Hi. How are you? Your name is bro crazy, right? I can't read it. So yeah, that is the thing. Uh, so this is the life which I want. Simple. I'm gonna summarize this for myself. So basically, I wanted to like earn that much amount of money and save it to the bank. I can get interest 50 to 60,000 rupees without doing anything, and for to build this, right, I actually need to work really hard for the next 3 to 4 or 5 years, and I'm okay with that. When in the next 5 years, whatever the price that I have to pay, I will pay, but after the 5 years I will be financially free no matter what. That is the simple goal of my for the next 5 years, right? In the next 5 years, during these 5 years, whatever it will take, I will do it. I mean, whatever, right? Whatever hard work I have to put, I will. But after the 5 years, I want to have the financial freedom so that the rest of the life I can spend in my business or anywhere I want. And basically, even I wanted, I will try to live in a village so that there I can create a studio where I'm actually creating something. I mean, we are humans, right? We are designed to create something. We are designed to make something better, right? So let's do that, not just live a normal life, right? Because that's easy, and let's choose a hard path. So for now, one of the most important thing I need to do is that really become good at one skill, right? That is web development, right? I need to really become good at that. So there are simple things, right? The first thing, you need to become really good at web development, right? And then you need to also keep improving your English speaking. How you will improve that? By doing these live sessions every single day, no matter what. And also reading books, right? Because that improves your vocab and all, right? So these are the two things you need to do every single day, no matter what. You can't take content creation as a full-time career for now. You can do it side by side. I mean, in a week, one video. I will not allowed to do that more than that, because I personally think you can do it later too. So for now, focus on this, because skills and capability is much more important for you. The growth is much more important than making content on the YouTube, right? Yeah, that's all. Hello everyone who have joined this live at, what is the time? I don't know, 11:50, right? Okay, so I was reading, right? Okay, let's read APJ Abdul Kalam sir. कुछ भी read करते हैं. What is the Okay, let's read APJ Abdul Kalam, Wings of Fire, and autobiography with Arun Tiwari, right? Let's try to read that. Let's try to understand the APJ Abdul Kalam, how he was thinking. This book is, oh, this is introduction, right? Where is the chapter started, bro? So I was born. This is the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam. sir. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the Iceland town of Rameswaram in the, what, this is misprint, right? Madras state. My father and neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true. Arey, what? A, he, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. He had an idle helpmate in my mother, Asima. I do not recall the exact number of people he fed every day, but I am quite certain that that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. My parents were widely regarded as an ideal couple. My mother's lineage was the more distinguished. One of her forebears have been best owed the little of my British, right? I was one of my many children, a sort of boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of 19th century. It was fairly large, made of limestone and brick on the street in the Rameswaram. My father used to avoid all the inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all the necessities were provided for in terms of food. What I'm reading. Okay. So this was the day 2, I guess, right? Doing every single day so that I can improve my vocab and also can improve my English speaking, right? That is the goal of this. So basically today we learned basically two important things, right? At least three important things. The first thing, the first thing I learned, two three things, important thing from Arjit Singh, right? The singer of India, who is number one right now. First, I need to like maximize my earnings and minimize my expenses. This is the first thing which I learned from Arjit Singh. Second thing which I learned from him, basically we need to become so got it or so talented at what we are doing, like the skill that we have. For example, Arjit Singh, people go there to meet him, right? Why people go to meet him? Because he's so good what he does, right? He charges 2 crore for a 1 hour or 2 hour live that he does. Ram bro, demotivational speaker, right? What is this? Okay. What is the topic? There is no topic, bro. I'm third year engineering student, and I'm reading book here so that I can improve my vocab as well as I can improve my English speaking. That is the goal of this live, right? So that I can at the end of my engineering I have at least good communication and English speaking, right? I hope you got it. So yeah, so this is the first thing we learned from the Ajit Singh, that we need to have the maximize earning and minimize expenses, right? Second, he basically we need higher thinking and simple, right? So basically, if you see Ajit Singh, basically he has so good at his talent, but he's living in his village, right? And people come like basically come to meet him, right? He don't go anywhere, right? So that is something like that is kind of life which I want, right? Basically I found the life which I want in Arjit Singh, right? Somewhere, because he basically went out to his scooty when he can buy any car, any bike he wants, right? So basically why this is very interesting question, right? Why is this, right? Because it's about associating yourself. In India, most of the people, okay, thank you for your feedback, demotivational speaker. I am so grateful for that. Keep giving me feedback, that will help me to improve, so thanks for that. I will try to speak slowly, and it is, I think, very good feedback that you have given to me, because once I have also give like speaking in front like on the podium, right? Then my teacher also said the same thing, that you need to speak slowly. So yeah, I'm trying to speak slowly now. It's become my habit, so maybe I forget that, right? Okay, so what are you saying? Where I was, I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Okay. Okay, yeah, very interesting question, right? Why Arjit Singh live like this, right? When he can anything, when he can live anywhere, right? So I personally think the reason is because most of the Indians, they associate themselves the car they have, they associate themselves the house that they have, so they associate themselves the way they look, right? But the Arjit Singh, like the people who actually so like are someone learner, right? They associate themselves the skills that they have, they associate themselves the knowledge that they have, they associate themselves the like person that he is, the character that he has. So what is the difference between all in both of them, right? The main difference is, if you are so associated with the car that you have, if you are so associated with the house that you have, it can be lost. Today maybe you have, tomorrow maybe you not have, right? Or anyone can also take away from you. But the knowledge that you have, the skill that you have, the character that you have, no one can take away that, right? Because it's innate, right? So that is why someone who has skill, someone who has knowledge, someone who has actually work on himself are much more secure than the person who is so associated themselves with the cars, with the house, because he will always live in a insecurity. Okay, he taken my car, he has scratched my car. That's why in India usually people fight when they someone scratch their car, right? Because they associate themselves with like they have the status because of that. So I personally want to associate myself the knowledge that I have, the skills that I have, the character that I have, rather than the that I have, the house I have. Obviously we need that, we need good house, we need that, but we don't need to associate that, right? We don't need to make our self-worth depend on that. That is the thing which I wanted to, which I think is the reason. Yeah, so this is the live of today, and I hope I did well. I don't know. And also, can we switch to engineering? Yeah, we can switch to engineering, right? If you have any question, you can ask to me, right? Demotivational speakers about engineering. By the way, I'm average student at engineering, right? Not so much good at academics. What is your thought on semiconductor chips, bro? There are two. Okay, good question, but from the wrong person. See, first I'm from the CS branch, right? Obviously, now you will say you have studied in the first year, right? Then let me tell you how engineers study. I don't know you are from engineering or not. Basically, we don't study full semester. When one night before the exam came, right? Here comes, then we start studying, then we know the syllabus what we need to study, right? So if you talk like ask any question about the subject, I will not have, I forgot, even I don't know. We just, I'm doing engineering with CS branch, computer science. I'm okay. Now if you ask any question, I will not able to answer, because as I said, I study one day before the exam. I know the syllabus one day before, so I'm not that topper student, I am that average student, you know. Got it. So what does that entails? uh, I don't get your question, bro. I didn't get your question. Can you elaborate your question? Syllabus? I don't know what you have listened, what I have said or not. I said I know the syllabus 1 or 2 days or 1 week maximum before the exam, right? So yeah, and when the exam like finishes, my all the knowledge of the exam also finishes. So good English here. By the way, if you see any grammatical mistake here, also you can give feedback of that, right? Okay, that means you are from the engineering too, right? Because engineers can understand this well. But there are some like if you want to prepare for gate and all, then man, study properly. I know I can't clear that. Yeah. Okay, you do the same. I mean, you do the live also, right? If you are from engineering, which year, bro? And what is your branch? What is your college? Yeah, that's right, right. I need to really work on my pronunciation, man. I mean, I've seen lot of young people, right? They speak very good accent, right? I mean, I need to improve that as well, right? They speak in a way, right? In certain way. I need to really improve that. How I can improve that? I need to really think because I am doing these live sessions from lot of like from last so many days, last so many months, right? But I think that is not that I'm not improving so much, right? Mechanical engineering 2050. Okay, that means you have already finished your engineering, right? Then what are you doing, man? I mean, have you got your job or like what are you doing? Are you preparing for the government exam? You have completed your engineering 2019, right? Okay, interesting. That was great time 2000. I'm being searched for IELTS. Okay, I will search it later with my laptop. Okay, you are business owner, right? Let me search, right? Interesting. Wow, SaaS application. What I just spoke. Okay, let me search. I'm from Lucknow, brother. Are you from Kanpur? We can meet if you are from Kanpur or Lucknow, right? I'm Lucknow, Madiao, do you know? Near Kamta. Hazratganj, you are from Hazratganj, bro. That's awesome, right? You can share your contact details if you are comfortable, or like wanted. I mean, basically, video editing and social media marketing. These are the two skills which I have. If you need or you think we can do something good together, you can basically contact me, right? Only two skills I have: video editing and social media marketing, right? If you need any of them. Okay, was staying few year back. Where are you right now, bro? I guess you are Kanpur, right? Vapto. Yeah, already I searched. This is this is I got. Is that what you have made? If yes, then man, awesome. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to say that if you ever need a service like video editing or social media marketing, then you can reach out to me, right? I can help you with these two things. And like right now, I started learning, but not much skillful in that. But yeah, I will be in some months. By the way, that's awesome, bro. If you are in Mumbai and doing great, best of luck to you. By the way, I can chat, right? Oh, yeah, that is right thing that you said, right? I need to actually gain practical experiences, right? Hand-on experiences. I mean, I'm good at video editing and all, but in the development, I actually need to change my habits. I theoretically learned a lot, but I basically very bad at execution, right? So I need to work there a lot. Everyone knows, bro. See, I personally think in this generation, everyone knows that habit can make you successful. Everyone knows that you need to start execution. Everyone knows that you need hand-on experience. The real differentiator is not about knowing, it's not about understanding. I see everyone knows this, right? In this generation, that's why I not give any advice or anything to anyone. Why? Because everybody knows, right, in today's generation. But the real differentiation comes to the execution, right? Every today's knowledge is very gyanful, right? But not so much execution, good at execution, right? And compared to that, I'm so good at execution. I mean, I just accept myself more than, right? I mean, for example, I just make unrealistic plan, like for example 10 things to do in that day, and if I able to able to do four things, I see myself as a failure, right? And I think that is wrong in the planning, not in my execution, because obviously you can't do more than three things in a day, right? So I need to work on that thing, right? Not in the execution. I'm like not very good, but yeah, better at least, because I've yeah, I was actually start was planning like that, right? And even now, and like when even have worked so many like I have actually worked hard, then also I feel like I haven't, right? So what I started doing from like last 2 3 days, that I just make three things to do every single day. And yeah, bro, bye, take care, you too. Good night, have a nice dream. Bye.